Good morning and welcome to Mornings on Main Street for this Thursday, the 22nd of June. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. We hope you're getting off to a great start. Thanks for stopping by on this Thursday. Coming up, we're going to be talking about and highlighting the 4th annual Robert Spicer Tennessee Buck Dance Championship happening this weekend in Dickson. It's taking place on Saturday. Well, this morning we get to hear about Robert Spicer and his love for buck dance, a style of dance that he learned as a child. I talked with his daughter, Diane Spicer Holley, who shares with us some memories, also the recognition that Mr. Spicer received and the love that he had to give the knowledge that he had in dance to thousands of kids, all for free. And let me tell you, I was one of those kiddos, and he was one spectacular gentleman. After that, we are heading to Murfreesboro to talk about the unveiling and dedication happening this weekend on Saturday to remember the men, women, and children enslaved on the property of Oaklands Plantation. We'll have more about the event, how they have decided to bring up this memorial there at the cemetery next to the plantation, the work that went into that, and of course the details of the event happening Saturday. And lastly, Devon O'Day takes us to Green Door Gourmet to visit with Sylvia Ganier. And Sylvia shares with us some of the sweet treats that she has on hand. But first, let's get a check of our headlines. Get a look at this picture. This is part of the new 700,000 square feet Chewy Order Fulfillment Center in Mount Juliet. This opened last month. Company officials said that the facility will process several hundred thousands of orders each week. According to Chewy Vice President of Fulfillment Center Ops, Katie Heidman, Chewy is developing a donation program for pet food and pet supplies with the Humane Society in Nashville and Old Friends Dog Sanctuary there in Mount Juliet. Read why Mount Juliet was the chosen location for this fulfillment center by visiting MainStreetMediaTN.com. And this is Springfield's newest location, 504 Climb, a neighborhood rock climbing gym complete with, as you can see, the high walls and bouldering. Now, whether you're a thrill seeker, maybe just looking for a spot to tire out the youth in the family, or just looking for something to add to your fitness routine, well, 504 Climb could be your new spot. Check it out. You can get more on this location by going to RobertsonCountyConnection.com. And if you don't know her, meet reporter Cheryl Lewis. You guys, Lewis is working on a new TV show series on Main Street Media TN streaming television platform called Grit and Grin. And she has a beautiful smile, let me tell you. Lewis will showcase behind the scenes life of local workers and more. Grit and Grin with Cheryl Lewis will debut Monday, July 3rd, and we can't wait. Something else we can't wait for, knowing what's happening with the weather. We're turning over now to Tennessee Valley weather to see what's in store for us.
Hey folks, happy Thursday to you. Ben Luna here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, wishing you another great day as you check out this forecast update. Scattered showers still with us as we head through the midday and afternoon. A lot of this moisture associated with a low pressure system that is working its way up the eastern seaboard. So that's why you have that big old rotation of mess across the region. Still showers will be with us on and off at least through this evening, before conditions finally improve as we look ahead to the day tomorrow. Now, rain chances not zero on Friday. I still think we might see a scattered shower or two, but definitely lower. And then pretty good here to start Saturday, but not so much to finish the weekend. Showers and storms back with us again as soon as Sunday afternoon. That will carry us into Monday. Notice the temperature trend as well, going from a cool 78 to 79 across the mid-state region for the average high today, back to 90 on Sunday, and then we'll stay on the back door of 90 here for the first part of next week as well. That is a quick check on your forecast. Thank you for watching. I'll leave you with a final check on the 7-day. Hope you have a blessed Thursday, and we'll talk to you soon.
Robert Spicer's legacy and dedication to teaching buck dancing will live on this coming up weekend at the Robert Spicer Buck Dance Championship. We'll talk about a treat this morning. We have Diane Holley, who is Mr. Spicer's daughter, one of his daughters. First off, Diane, thank you so much for your time.
Oh, you're welcome.
And we are standing right outside of the Grand Ole Hatchery in Dickson. This is where everything will be happening on the 24th. Things will kick off at 11 o'clock and then the competition getting started at noon. First off, absolutely, absolutely love your dad, and we were just looking at some pictures. I brought quite a few pictures. I'm going to bend down here real quick and have a bag full of memories from dancing with Mr. Spicer for many, many years. What is it like to see something like this happen on a yearly now?
I wish he was here to see this and see how his name has been carried on. He's been gone 21 years. And he's still being remembered, and it just makes my heart full.
What do you think he would say?
I think he would be in awe that he couldn't believe it, but it makes cold chills run over me right now. But I think he would be very happy.
Mr. Robert Spicer, one of the most selfless and giving individuals I have ever met. And again, dancing with him for many years when I was knee-high to an alligator up until my early years of junior high. And he did it for free.
Yes.
He did it just to give. Why was that? What was his reasoning?
He said God gave him this talent and he wanted to share it. And he helped a lot of kids that their parents couldn't afford to pay for dance lessons. So he never got any money or anything. And when he went and did shows, and if they paid him, he would turn around and feed the kids or whatever. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. And again, I was one of those kiddos, and you're seeing some pictures of some of the team that I danced with. There's a couple more coming up right here. You'll see Mr. Spicer on stage, and Diane is one of those ladies with her sister Judy on stage with him dancing as well. You'll do a lot of research, and what you will find out about Mr. Spicer is he was inducted into the Clogging Hall of Fame, which is out of Gatlinburg. Am I correct in that?
Yes, but I think they're out of North Carolina, one of those, but they had the event in Gatlinburg.
So he was inducted in 1999. Before that, though, the first President Bush awarded him the Heritage Award.
Yes,
what was that like for him?
That was a great honor. They only select like maybe 8 or 10 out of all of the United States, and plus different countries too. And so it's an honor to get that.
What did he share with you when he did receive that?
He just said, you wouldn't believe, but we were going to Washington, D.C., and I said, you've never been on a plane. And so it was his first time on a plane, and it was before 911.
Yeah.
So we were sitting there, you know how they give the snacks, and he got an apple, and he got out his pocket knife to peel it. I said, Daddy, you don't need to get the pocket knife out.
I can see him doing that. And in the research that you did, there's not much on how Mr. Spicer got started. Can you share that with us?
Well,
do you mind?
No. And like I was telling Stefanie earlier, his love was music, and he started playing the guitar. In fact, I have a picture of him with his guitar if I can find it, and I'll share it with Stefanie. But he went to different, they called them play parties, and they would go into people's houses and get all the furniture out and have pickings and dancing. And he was about 10 or 11, and he decided he wanted to go towards the dancing, and he did.
And for many years, so did he compete when he was younger? They
didn't have competition back
okay.
Yeah. It was up in his probably early 40s before competition come around. Late. No, I'm wrong. He won the fair in Nashville in it was before I was born, so it had to be 1950 or 51.
Did he really?
Yes.
Wow.
And there's a picture of that too. I got to get all this too.
And I'm going to be sharing stuff. So this is, of course, the event's going to be happening on Saturday, the 24th, and I'll definitely have some video coming after that with some pictures of Mr. Spicer and other, memories from other individuals who have danced with him.
Yeah.
When did he start teaching?
In the early 70s. Okay. So, yes.
What was it like for you and your family? I mean, because you gain the love for dance? Because, I mean, again, you used to get on stage with him.
Yes. And I had a compliment when he passed away. A girl come up to me and she said, you had to share your daddy with many kids. And I said, I know. And I said, it was okay.
Was it really? How old were you when he started teaching?
I was probably 10, something like that.
So
Yeah.
you really did share him quite a bit.
Yes.
If you would like to be a part of the championship, say if you're a clogger, flat footer, buck dancer, you can come and register at 11 o'clock. Everything will get going at noon. How many people do you anticipate being here?
I don't really know how much this holds, but it was full last year. So
It's going to be a great old time here at the Grand Ole Hatchery here in Dickson. And Diane, you'll be here?
yes.
Fantastic. Come on out to this. You do not want to miss it. Thank you again for your
You're
time.
welcome.
Stick with us here on Mornings on Main Street. We have more coming up right after this.
There's a lot to consider when it comes to choosing a Medicare plan. That's where Health Markets Insurance Agency can help. Independent licensed insurance agents who work with Health Markets can answer your questions about the different parts of Medicare, when you can enroll, benefits, costs, and more. Speak to a local licensed insurance agent today to get started on your Medicare journey.
I'm so excited about this new show.
Dino Trek is back again this year. It's bigger than we've ever had it before.
When they're about 5 months old, we'll start see them sticking their head out of the pouch, or you might see a foot come out or a tail.
It's like an Airbnb for Joey's. Now, you're not going to see all three of them together because cats in general don't get along unless it's time to get along, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Oh
yeah.
my.
Well, we're 2/3 of the way there. It's animals, nature, and fun. That's what we're all about. But during that time, we hope that you also learn something, that you're inspired to want to learn something.
What's new at the zoo with Jim Bar 2.
Catch At the Zoo exclusively on Main Street Media TV. Check our on-screen TV guide for days and times.
Music City will be rocking June 23rd through the 25th with a different sound. The sound of NASCAR. The Ally 400 is back at Nashville Superspeedway, and this year, it's a night race. NASCAR in Nashville. It's guitars and fast cars under the lights. Visit NashvilleSuperspeedway.com to get your tickets today for the triple header weekend.
Welcome back. Evergreen Cemetery in Murfreesboro was established by Dr. James Manning in 1872. Well, right now, there are 18 unmarked graves near the center of Section M of that cemetery, but work has been ongoing to learn who is buried in those unmarked graves. And you're invited to the unveiling and dedication of a memorial to remember and bring attention to the men, women, and children enslaved on the property of Oaklands Plantation and others buried in Section M of Evergreen Cemetery. Oakland Mansion's Executive Director, James Manning and Mary Watkins, the president of the African American Heritage Society of Rutherford County, share with us some history this morning and how this dedication started and what Saturday's event will consist of.
It was sold off of the Manning Plantation by Dr. James Manning in 1872 to the city of Murfreesboro to replace the old city cemetery, also known as the Vine Street Cemetery. And this section, Section M, became the African American section until desegregation. The African Americans, enslaved people who built the plantation, have been almost entirely overlooked by history. We just haven't done our due diligence as an organization to research the members of the African American community that moved here as enslaved people with the Manning and Murphy family and began building Oaklands Plantation as early as 1815 and were likely buried here until the cemetery was sold. The burial ground it's important to note is not documented that the enslaved were buried here. It's accepted oral tradition. And so we would love to find more information in addition to names. And also the 1933, the cemetery office burned, and so the records were lost. And cemetery staff and other volunteers have re-inventoried the stones today, so we do have an existing inventory, but there is a lot of lost information, including the identity of this tin obelisk that's near the center of Section M. Oral tradition is that it's for an enslaved person or persons, but we can't read the writing that's on it except a large lettering at the base that appears to say carry.
We partnered with Oakland Mansion to get this done. We felt like it was very important that we have this monument put up in memory of the African Americans that are buried here without headstones, as well as those from the enslaved from the Oakland Mansion. And I have really been interested in doing something like this ever since the African American Heritage Society was organized. Back in early 2000, I was looking for a particular person, and they did not have a headstone. And I ended up coming out here talking to Miss Brewer, and this is when she told me that M section, which I did not know, was the place that African Americans could be buried, only the place that they could be buried for desegregation and everything. So, because, you know, during my time, if you had the monies and stuff, say, when I got up, you could be buried anywhere, especially over there. They don't disturb this land, this part over here anymore, unless someone have already pre-purchased a grave or something like that. So, and that just, my curiosity just got with me, and I thought this was one of the places that we need to put a marker in memory of those people that are gone on before us. One thing that I done when I found out this is where people was buried, I came out here and walked the cemetery, and I found, you know, some names that I know that I was familiar with, and there was one name, family of Walter Page. You know, I wanted to know who he was, so because his whole family is buried in the same section, just a little piece from here. So I went back home and pulled it up on Ancestry, tried to figure out who he was, and I feel like he, you know, a lot of times you can look at headstones and tell that they are sort of, we look at thinking about important into the community. I've managed to keep myself together when we're all here as a group, but I've come out when we aren't all together and shed some tears over this memorial, because it's been so many years that something like this should have been done, and we've waited so long, and we're sorry for that, but we are thrilled that it's finally here, and we hope to learn more to interpret to our visitors for the future.
If you would like to attend, please be at Evergreen Cemetery in Murfreesboro by 10 a.m. Saturday morning. Stick with us here on Mornings on Main Street. When we come back, Devon O'Day takes us to Green Door Gourmet.
Vroom, vroom. Time for the Rackley Roofing 200, and it is going to be June 23rd out at the Nashville Super Speedway. And we partnered up, all of us here at Main Street Media TV, and we have joined with Rackley Roofing to send you. Yep, what you got to do to win, all you got to do is go to your favorite Main Street Media website, look for the Enter to Win banner, click there, and you're in. Like Flynn. Isn't that cool? Main Street Media TV and Rackley Roofing sending you to the races.
Tired of hanging lights every year? We get it. That's why Southern Nights is here to help. We install programmable lighting on your home or business so you can enjoy beautiful, customizable lighting all year round. No more ladders, tangled lights, or cold nights outside. We do the work, you do the celebrating. Call Southern Nights today and take the hassle out of holiday lighting forever. For a free quote, give us a call at 931-241-3074 or visit our Facebook page at Southern Nights.
Welcome back to Today's Better Health. I'm Colleen Barton, and I'm here with Dr. Gil Kentoff and Dr. Wendy Toohey, and we're talking about the latest treatments in back and neck pain.
Many people, Colleen, come to see us with neck and back pain, and they develop tingling and numbness down the arm, or lower back pain that develops into sciatica shooting down their leg. And for these patients, we have an advanced treatment technology, non-surgical decompression therapy, that we really introduced to this area. It separates the vertebrae and creates a suction to allow fluids and nutrients back in to heal the disc naturally, relieving pressure on the nerve and on the joint. It's an amazing treatment.
We've been helping patients like this for the last 30 years, helping them get back to work, get back to their family, get back to the life they want to live.
I mean, it really is amazing. Technology helping us to live pain-free and better lives.
Right.
And I bet you have a special offer.
The first 25 callers will receive an examination, x-rays, review of our findings, and their first treatment, all for $39.
Call 615-551-3897 today to receive this special offer.
Welcome back. So today, Devon O'Day is taking us to Green Door Gourmet for Devon's Table. This is Sylvia Ganier's 350-acre farm with an on-farm market. They have more for us right now.
Okay, we got Sylvia in out of the garden today because it's that time, but oh my gosh, this is chocolate croissants.
This.
Oh my gosh.
Fresh baked chocolate croissant from Village Provisions. Sam Tucker and his crew, they are the bomb when it comes down to making fresh baked croissants and pastries and bread.
Oh, if you've got an event, you could just come in here and just take care of your whole event with great food. Oh my goodness.
Wonderful things. Not only the fresh baked chocolate croissant, but here in the case you can see that we have some savory ones. We've got a spinach. Let's just open it up so the world, you can smell it through
Oh my
the
gosh,
camera.
it's smell-o-vision.
Smell it through the camera. We've got these wonderful bear claws. We've got more chocolate croissant. Down here on the bottom, we've got these wonderful spinach and feta braids. So if you want something savory as well as sweet, we have that. Not to mention, including that, he makes a Southern girl's heart go ba-dump, ba-dump, ba-dump with these sweet potato buns.
Oh, wow.
There, instead of having a traditional hamburger or turkey sandwich bun, these sweet potato buns, they're soft, but they toast up beautifully and are delicious. Put a little bit of turkey on that and you just swear it's Thanksgiving.
Oh, I bet, with a little honey mustard.
Ooh.
You have all the sauces to go with it too. That's the cool thing.
We have the sauces, we can get you the turkey, we can do all of that. Now I'm gonna cheat because I'm gonna get one of these for my supper myself, so I'll go ahead and take this out. So this is just one of the different types of bread that he makes that is a rustic style bread. He makes a potato rosemary that when it first arrives in, the whole store smells like it, and all you can think of is, I want a ham sandwich. I want a ham sandwich. I really want a ham sandwich.
Ham sandwich. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So this is an Italian style bread, and it is kind of a batard shape. You know, baguette is longer and skinnier, but it's just lightly dusted with a little bit of flour. Look at the crust on that.
Oh, yum.
Still soft in the middle. Oh, talking to my heart when you're talking about artisan homemade bread.
With some balsamic and some great olive oil.
And a fresh sliced mater, because it's mater time in Tennessee.
Yes, I bet you've got some fresh mozzarella somewhere over there too.
Yes, we do. We're talking maters, taters, and strawberries today. All the things that we love here in Tennessee. And including the great things that Sam bakes with Village Provision Bakery. We also have things from the Schrock family. A lot of folks might know them from the downtown farmers market where they were for many years, but they're not there anymore. So if you want their bread, you got to come here to Green Door to get them. Whether it's a new bread that they're trying out, this peach and blueberry bread. We've got lemon pound cakes, Kentucky butter cakes. They bake this pound cake. It comes out of the oven, still warm. They take their homemade butter, cut a slit right down the middle of the cake, and pour that homemade butter in that cake. And we take all the calories out of it for you right here at Green Door Gourmet. You leave those at our doorstep, you take the deliciousness home. It's all really great. Homemade cinnamon rolls, pies of every kind, including a strawberry and rhubarb. And we love it when it's the time of year they can get strawberries from us to put into the strawberry rhubarb pies. So if you can't find something in this bakery section, we're just going to be hurting to find you something. I can tell you that right now.
We can just about guarantee you're going to find anything you need in this baked goods section.
And a little bit more.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
You can't see the sights without the sounds. From the crack of the bat to the roar of the crowd and everything in between, discover what Hit City has to offer. Spend your nights cheering on the Nashville Sounds at First Horizon Park with giveaways, fireworks shows, theme weekends, and more. Single game tickets are on sale now. Visit NashvilleSounds.com to claim your seat today.
They said I wouldn't make it without a college degree.
They said only a man could be a roofing executive.
They said a former addict always relapses.
They said my amputation would keep me out of roofing.
They said never give an ex-convict a second chance.
They said I could never be a leader.
They said I couldn't support my family as a single mom.
At Rackley, we say they're wrong.
Want to change the world? Change it, one roof at a time.
Welcome back. If you're looking to make a trip to the lake, maybe in the coming weeks, we have 3 lakes that are said to be 3 of the 10 most beautiful lakes that you'll find in Tennessee. This is according to Only in Tennessee. So the first lake being Radnor Lake. This is a short drive from Nashville. The lake trail there is wheelchair accessible, which is always nice. Another lake for you is Del Hollow Lake. This is nestled on the border of Kentucky and Tennessee and is said to be one of the clearest lakes around. And then, of course, we've heard about Davy Crockett State Park. Well, Davy Crockett Lake is another popular fishing spot in Tennessee. This lake happens to have largemouth bass, bluegill, and various amounts of other species of catfish. So 3 spots that you may be able to visit. That is a drive that you can make here in our beautiful state. Thanks so much for joining us for Mornings on Main Street this morning. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning.
Hockey in Music City just hits different. It's one big honky-tonk party. It's the sea of gold in the crowd, the goals, the saves, the celebrations. It's an experience like no other. Experience Predators hockey all season long. Visit NashvillePredators.com/season tickets and join the Loyal Legion today. That's NashvillePredators.com/tickets, and we'll see you at Bridgestone Arena.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour. It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
You really good try. There aren't any cops around.
I didn't think there were any cops around.
I drink and drive all the time.
Sir, you've been in a serious crash. I need you to hang on, okay? Rub your hands, sir. You are right now.